I'd like to say welcome to Beachbody Coaching 101. I'm your host this evening, Julia Fernandez de Maez. Today is February 18th, 2015. And if you are here, it's because you are looking at the prospect of either becoming a Beachbody coach or improving your life one way or another through the means of Beachbody. All right. So the things we're going to be going over today, I'm going to be talking to you very briefly. I won't spend a lot of time on my personal experience with Beachbody. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about how Beachbody has changed the lives of other people I know. So I'm not going to just put in front of you a random slide of some strangers who I'm sure have some amazing results and stories, but rather I'm going to introduce you to one of my friends from my hometown of Taos who you may know. Also, I'm going to chat just briefly about how health can equal wealth. And I have a guest speaker joining us towards the end here, my personal sponsor and coach, Lindsay, Krause, who is a 6-star Diamond Beachbody coach. All right. And then, of course, at the end, if you guys have any questions, we'll save them all. So I highly recommend if you got a pen or a piece of paper, just write them down because I would hate to miss out on the opportunity to answer all your questions. All right. So just to start this off really quickly, I decided to do this way. I have a quick video I want to introduce you to. It's only about 2-3 minutes long. The video is Carl Daikeler. He is the CEO and founder of Beachbody himself. I think this video is very informative. It's very descriptive. It's very quick and straight to the point. I think it's important if you are looking at the prospect of becoming a Beachbody coach, you understand what the business is about. All right. So if you have a spouse or a friend that you're looking at maybe joining along with you on this journey, this would be a great time to say, hey, if you've got a couple minutes, check this out with me. All right. So no further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Carl Daikeler, and don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you in a couple minutes.
Hello, my name is Carl Daikeler. I'm chairman and CEO of Beachbody, a $400 million direct marketing company specializing in health and fitness. You might have seen our products advertised on TV, programs like P90X, Turbo Jam, Hip Hop Abs, and Slim and Six. 2 years ago, we launched a new distribution concept that's been so successful, I'm convinced it's about to completely redefine the $60 billion business of fitness and weight loss and capture massive market share in a very short time. Now I'm proud to share this incredible opportunity with you. In fact, I want to ask you to truly become my partner in our mission to get people healthy and fit. Okay, well, maybe it'll help to know a little bit more about who I am. I mean, why listen to me? Well, I'm an entrepreneur who lives in Los Angeles with my wife and 2 children. I've worked in direct marketing for 25 years, and 11 years ago, I launched a company called Product Partners with John Congdon, and we built this business into a powerful $400 million a year brand. Instead of doing the obvious thing and selling our hit infomercial products through retail stores, we asked a handful of our customers to become independent distributors. We call them coaches, but they're not fitness or nutrition experts. These are people who simply love the products and love sharing them with people because they actually work. They're coaches in that they want to help people achieve something special. And in just 2 years, thousands of people with an entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to helping others have joined our mission. Some people have purchased new cars, gone on incredible family vacations, paid off their credit card debt, and paid off their mortgages. And others still are working with one thing in mind: use this opportunity to achieve their dreams. And all that just from phase 1, before we had everything in place to roll this concept out. Well, now it's time to kick off the training wheels from phase 1 and launch into phase 2, an all-out push to find entrepreneurs and leaders who see that a business that's proven to get results, has solid momentum, and is the only company of its kind, really is a billion-dollar opportunity. With $100 million a year in advertising, that's an enormous amount of exposure and opportunity for you. And we've combined our catalog of fitness programs with a breakthrough in nutrition. It's called Shakeology, the healthiest meal of the day. Shakeology is what they call a market disruptor because while competitors have come up with Me Too energy drinks and antioxidant juices, we've created the absolute highest quality weight loss and health shake on the market today, period. The absolute best. So here's my invitation. I'm providing you the opportunity to get positioned right now in my company for this explosive move into phase 2 of our growth. And we've even created a way for it to be risk-free. You can become the CEO of your own business as what we call an independent Team Beachbody coach. And here's the best part. You never have to load up on product inventory to sell. That means no inventory filling your garage. We handle all the shipping, billing, and customer service, just like we've done for the last 11 years. Your job is to simply use our tools to get the word out and follow up with at least 2 people a day. And like I said, it's risk-free. You get to kick the tires for 30 days. If this doesn't live up to your expectations, let us know you're out and we'll refund your money. It's just that simple. You've just invested a few minutes with me, and I want to honor that by working with you to help people get healthy and fit and provide you an amazing opportunity to achieve all your financial dreams. I've been very successful with this business, but I know the biggest opportunity is right now. I see the numbers, I see the trends, and now the decision to go for it is yours. I thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you. Let's get started.
Right from there. Every time I watch that video, I'm not sure about you, but for me, it totally inspires me because after being a coach myself the last 11 months, I know firsthand that a lot of what Carl was talking about in that video is very possible. I've seen these transformations, not just in my life, but also in the lives of people that I know. If you're watching that video, you may have heard a couple different things depending on what your needs are and what kind of person you are. You might have heard this is an opportunity for you to get in the best shape of your life. You might have heard that, you know, if you're like me and you just love working with people and you love being a part of the community, this is an opportunity for you to be a part of that. Or you might have heard that this is a financial opportunity that you can build a residual income for yourself through the means of helping other people through health, fitness, and wellness. And all of those things are positive things. All of those things are part of being a Beachbody coach and part of this program. But if you are somebody who is here and your sole purpose, the only reason you are here and the only objective you have with joining Beachbody is just to make money, save yourself some time and you might as well log off now, because I'm going to be the first to tell you that if financial gain is the only reason you're here, people are going to sense that from you. They're going to feel like they're being sold to and they are going to run the other direction. And if you happen to catch them, they may not stick around for long. So just got to say that this is more than just a financial opportunity. This is an opportunity to better your life and the life of somebody around you. And we all know that that in itself is priceless. So if you are somebody who is here for all the right reasons, Beachbody is going to make sure that you have all the tools that you need to get started, to keep you accountable, to keep you motivated, and to keep you growing as a person, as a coach. Starting from your online office, they provide everything from your websites, your tools, your Shakeology pages. If you are new to Beachbody, they are super awesome with, you know, loading tons and tons of training videos and resources of that nature. Also, you know, meal planners, nutrition guides, marketing tools. So from the business side of it, I got to tell you, from somebody who myself, I've had the experience of owning a business. I had a physical location, and let me tell you, between the rent, the utilities, the insurance, the liability, the taxes, the state tax, all these overhead charges kind of made me feel like this over a while. And that's probably why it ended up going down the drain for me. But with Beachbody, I mean, they do all the legwork for you. This is a company who puts millions and millions of dollars into advertising. That way you don't have to. Your job is simply to be a model, a leader, and number one, all starts here, starts with you, changing your life and influencing those around you. Also in your online office, it gives you the opportunity to track all your orders, to track all your activity, which I think is a system every business should be equipped with. So like I said before, if you're here for the right reasons, Beachbody is going to make super sure that you have all the tools you need to get started and to keep going. So real briefly here, I'm just going to talk to you. I'm not going to stay on this very long. I talk about it a lot on social media. But my story with Beachbody is just about 11 months ago, the exact date I ordered my challenge pack was March 17th of last year. After this picture was taken, and partially because this picture was taken, I decided, you know what, I need some help. You know, I've been a dancer and athlete my whole life, and that really scared me because all this time I knew I had the tools to stay fit and to stay healthy, but after the downfall of my business, you know, the falling apart of my marriage and a lot of other things, it just, my health and fitness kind of came on, it basically was on the back burner. So when I talked to my friend Lindsay, she had been trying to talk me into this Beachbody thing for about 2.5, 3 years. And I always thought it's just this here today, gone tomorrow fitness fad, kind of like, you know, Tybo. When do you hear Tybo anymore? And you know what, after watching her life transform and then seeing all these other people doing this, I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And, you know, when we started talking about it, she asked me how I felt about becoming a Beachbody coach. And honestly, I mean, I wasn't like super, oh my God, about the prospect of it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I would do, but I knew I would get a discount. You know, when you get a coach, you get that discount. So I thought, you know, for the discount, I'll try it, which was, by mind you, that's the wrong reason to try. But all of a sudden, my mindset changed from, okay, let's try this out, to, wow, this really works. When, you know, once I got my first challenge pack, within that 21 days of being on the 21-day fix, doing my workouts daily, drinking my Shakeology, I did in fact lose 18 pounds. And this was about a month and a half after I got my order. And I tell this to a lot of people, and they always say the same thing. Well, you know, when you lose that much weight that fast, it always just comes back and nips you in the butt. And it's wrong. I mean, this last picture was just this last January here in my apartment in Denver. And it's just through continually being consistent and following through with the system. Not just in the physical transformations, but also what it's done for my face. A lot of you know that I've been pretty vocal about my troubles with cystic acne, because I know how troubling it can be. I know how just how it can really damage a person's self-esteem, female or male. And, you know, I had been seeing doctor after doctor. Right now, I have a lot of scars on my face because I've had it sliced open so many times. And really what it boils down to is I just wasn't getting the nutrition that I needed. I wasn't getting that balance in my diet and in my lifestyle. And the picture on the right was just the following year, 4.5 months after being on Shakeology. My cystic acne has been clear since. But probably the number one biggest benefit Shakeology has had in my life that I will be grateful for 1,000 times, no matter what this journey does for me, is how it's changed who I am as a person. I mean, I was once upon a time a girl who on a Friday night, you know, when I went out to party, I went out to party. I had no limits. I was a girl of extremes. And when I started really, you know, getting involved in the Beachbody community, all of a sudden I started meeting all these other people who were, you know, who were inspiring and who were positive, and they were just always posting all this happy stuff. And I'm like, man, what are they doing? And you know what, the more I started just being a part of the program, the more my lifestyle, my choices, and everything started to change. And had it not been for that, I mean, I wouldn't be working from home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with, you know, the guy I love, my best friend, my boyfriend. I certainly wouldn't be sitting here hosting a webinar, chatting to you. And it's really put me in a position where I'm still able to continue to better myself, and in turn, just reach more people out there. And for me, like I said, that's why I got into this, and that is priceless. And that is one of the biggest parts of being a coach, is just sharing that and sharing this like I'm sharing it to you. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn the time over here for a couple minutes to my good friend Paloma. Rather than just showing you some amazing transformations and amazing stories from other people, I kind of wanted to bring it a little closer to home and present to you somebody who I am dear friends with, somebody who I've been friends with for a long time, who is actually a part of my team, who has been doing this herself for the last, well, since May. And yeah, I'm just going to turn the time over to Paloma and let her give you a brief little run through of how being on the program and Beachbody has changed her life.
All right. Thank you, Julie. And thank you for inviting me to be here this evening. As Julia said, in 2013, I had actually gained about 30 pounds and was completely miserable. My skin also broke out like crazy with very similar acne that Julia's struggled with. I really wanted to find something that had structure, that was going to give me fulfillment and also results. And so I saw Julia's results and I thought, oh my gosh, what is she doing? And so I called her and messaged her on Facebook, and we kind of reconnected, and she just gave me kind of a heads up of what 21-day fix was and what Beachbody was. And she got me signed up, and we got me my order, and I started doing it. And, you know, it's taken me a little while to kind of get in the routine of it, but what Beachbody has really done for me is help me create a habit that is a long-term thing. It's not something that's just going to happen like, you know, for 30 days and I'm going to feel great and then I'm going to slough off. I still struggle, and I'm just constantly making progress. And that's what's more important to me, is that there's progress being made. So I became a Beachbody coach for the instrumental value for me, just to be able to lose the weight that I gained, to also kind of, like I said, create habits and to educate myself on what it means to live a healthy lifestyle. The intrinsic value for me was that I wanted to help people, and what has motivated me and kept me going through all of this is that if I can have a really outstanding story, I can inspire other people. And just by living it like Julie did, I can inspire several people around me. And I mean, this was last year. It's not even, a full year yet that I've been doing this. And I have a challenge group that I've started on Facebook that's really starting to take off. I have awesome women that are involved with me that are seeing my results and becoming curious, and more people want to sign up and be part of it. And it's just so empowering for me to know that my story, which started last year, is starting to help other people want to do the same. And I've become an inspiration to others. The kind of coach I want to be is somebody that shares and shows. I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to, say this is how it's done. I want you to discover how it works for you, because that's what's really important, is finding a Beachbody program that works for you, because they work. And what Beachbody does is it challenges you and it gives you connection. It helps you become connected and have a community. And the encouragement is outstanding. Getting a coach is huge. Julie has been the best coach I could ask for. I really am so proud of her and what she has achieved. And just the fact that she encourages me, and when I get down, I can call her and she can say, just suck it up, dude, you're doing just fine. And just reminds me of what my real reason for doing this is. And it's for me, first of all, but also to help others. So that's mainly what I want to do as being a coach, is share and show, but also encourage and inspire other people. And on the way, I'm looking for teammates. I want to find people that are have the same goals, that want to help other people, that want to grow and become more. What it's really helped me achieve is I'm in the best physical shape I've ever been. I mean, I've been 110 pounds, wearing a size 2 and, feeling really great, but it all comes back because I wasn't losing it correctly. I was losing it through stress and not eating well. And now I feel healthy. I have more energy than I ever have. Shakeology has changed my life. It's also cleared up my skin. I have tons of energy. I don't eat as much anymore. I don't have to buy as much food anymore, because everything is in Shakeology that I need to sustain myself. Another thing that Beachbody has done is help me become more conscious, just conscientious of the exercise I'm doing, what I'm putting in my body. Even if it's something bad, which I do have my moments that I go back to the sugars and, eating cake and having those bad days of depression, but I get myself out of it a lot faster than I ever have. It's helped me create better habits. It's motivated me and given me something I'm passionate about, and it's really fulfilling my life in a lot of really awesome ways. Being able to reach other people and being able to say, yeah, I was 150 pounds and I'm 5 foot, 0 inches. So that much weight really shows. But when you lose the 10 pounds, the 15 pounds, the 20 pounds, and you're gaining muscle that's eating all that fat that I've acquired, yeah, I feel beautiful. And I'm really starting to accept exactly who I am right now. And that's a huge part of it, is being able to love who you are right now and strive for something that you want to become. So I highly encourage anybody to become a Beachbody coach, to get involved with Beachbody, to do their programs, even if it's just starting out that way. I wasn't in it to start. I wanted to just lose the weight, and maybe gain a buck or two, but I haven't even that, I just got my first check like 3 weeks ago and I was ecstatic, but I was like, but it's what I've learned about myself and what I can help other people achieve that is really the biggest accomplishment in this. And it's taken a lot of hard work. It does take hard work. If you aren't up for the challenge, then don't do it. But if you are, you're going to grow tremendously. I couldn't tell you that this is where I'd be in less than a month or less than a year. I'm very happy with where I'm at in my life now. And I know that only greater things are to come. So thank you, Julie.
All right, Paloma, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I really appreciate your time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute here. Thank you again. And I'm going to move on to the next little slide of our meeting. Like I said, you guys too, also, if you have any questions, please, I do not want to miss out on the opportunity to inform you with as much as I can. We do have a little Q&A section at the end, and a lot of you guys, we will be talking again on Facebook or you on phone afterwards. So the next thing I'm going to be going on to is health equals wealth. Excuse me. And I wanted to touch on something that Paloma just said. Let me mute this here real quick. Sorry. On something that Paloma had just said. And that is one of my number one objections I get from a lot of people when they talk about the prospect of wanting to improve their lives through Beachbody in the means of getting on something like the 21-day fix or signing up as a coach is the same thing all the time. And that is, I can't afford it, or it's too expensive. And I probably get that at least once a week. And so I'm just opening up this little section here because I want to show you, not in the way where I'm thinking this is where you're throwing away money, but I want to show you where opportunity can be found if in fact any of the things I'm going to talk to you about now apply to you, okay? So first off, I put up a couple different facilities here in Denver, in South Dakota, and also New Mexico, where a lot of you are watching from this evening. And as you see, you're looking at the average gym membership being $25 to $70 a month. So bear in mind, that's not showing you initiation fees. That's not showing you early cancellation fees, all right? That's just straight up your monthly fees. All right, and that's not such a bad thing. 40, 50 bucks a month isn't that bad. But when you look at consumers are reporting that the average of 67% of people are reporting that they use their gym membership very little or not at all, you got to think to yourself for a second. 40 or 50 bucks a month. That's an annual cost of about $480 to $600 a year. Now, if 67% of people are saying that they're underutilizing that much, think of how much that adds up to in forms of dollars, okay? That adds up to buco bucks. And for the cost of what people are paying for just one monthly membership, you know, they can afford any one of these programs through Beachbody. But the number one thing it all boils down to is priority. It all comes down to priority. We all have them, right? We all have the things that kind of take precedence over this other thing. For example, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, a really good friend of mine, actually a distant cousin, who was talking about wanting to get on Shakeology and really wanting to kick this 21-day fix in the butt. And she was just like, but Prima, I just, you know, right now I'm just really, really short on cash. You know, it's not my job. It's not my business to tell anybody, well, this is what you should do. I said, all right, that's no worries, man. You know, this is what I would try. And I gave her some ideas of things to do. And she went on her merry way. And that was that. Of course, I brought up to the prospect of Beachbody Coaching. And then about, you know, 2 or 3 hours later, she was on Facebook with a picture of herself in her car with her mega giant venti mocha latte frappuccino, whatever. And just posting about, oh, I'm at Starbucks. And, you know, that's totally cool. But when I think about it, I'm just like, well, I think of that conversation. I'm like, well, the cost of a Starbucks drink versus the cost of a Shakeology drink is not much difference. The only difference is the value of nutrition and what it's giving to your body. So often when I hear I can't afford it or that's too expensive, and I see examples like that, I think more so it's not a matter of it's that I can't afford it. It's a matter of you haven't proven to me, Julia, that this Shakeology is going to be more valuable to me than this Starbucks. And that's not my job, and that's not what I'm here to do. My job is simply to share the knowledge, put you in front of the information, and allow you to decide for yourself, right? So once again, guys, there are several ways you can be cutting costs that are really going to be beneficial for yourself, for your body, for your diet, for this opportunity, all right? And it all starts with just thinking of some basic things. Here's one of them, for example. Did you know that the average American spends about $150 a week on food? You know, that's, I mean, even when I think about it, I try to keep my budget under 100, but that's pretty fair to say. And here you look at the bottom left corner, that 25 to 45% of grown, processed, transported food in this country will never get used. And if you scroll right over onto the right, that is because each American, we're wasting about 240 to 40 pounds of food a year. Think of the cost of just 1 pound of ground beef. You know, like I said, this is not just to show you where money is being, you know, just pretty much gone up in the air. This is to show you where opportunity can be found. Once again, just small things, the compound effect, right? If you're somebody who likes having a couple sodas throughout the week, and then you like having your Saturday or Sunday morning coffee with your girlfriends, oh, and then there's that once or twice a week, you're just, you know, you're busy, it's your lunch hour, you're gonna just grab something quick, right? Happens to all of us. You know, when you really add that up, that is a huge, huge amount of extra opportunity. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't want you to miss out on that opportunity. I'm not here to try to tell you this is better than this is better than this. But like I said in the beginning of this health equals wealth, if you are in fact one of those people who is underutilizing $38 a month of your monthly membership and you're thinking to yourself, I really, really want to try something else, but I just can't really think of the facts, step back outside yourself, and I challenge you to take a look at the numbers, all right? So ladies, I'm going to go ahead and keep moving along. I'm going to be unmuting my upline coach and my sponsor, Lindsay Krause, and I'm pretty much just going to let her do all the talking. And this woman, I've known Lindsay for a couple of years now. Her and I met her in Watertown, South Dakota. We used to teach at one of the same fitness facilities in town. I got to say, Lindsay introduced to me the prospect of coaching sometime in 2011. And, you know, it's through her grace and through her just being a coach, being an amazing coach, leading by example, that finally inspired me to make this leap. And I just can't say enough over and over again how much I am grateful to her and how much it's changed my life. So with no further ado, Lindsay Krause.
Thanks, Julia. There's something about Julia that is different from most people, and that's why you're on this video right now. And that's why you're on this webinar, because she's got something that most people don't. And I saw that, and I don't quite know if she quite saw that, and that's why I was so persistent with her, because I knew that she could do this. I mean, it takes a lot of guts to bring people onto a video meeting like this and present material. So kudos to you for stepping up and for doing that and for kind of leading the way in that regard. So I'll make it quick, I'll make it short, and hopefully it's impactful and inspiring. But prior to getting started, I was fresh out of college thinking that my dream job was right around the corner. I settled for working one full-time job and then 2 to 3 part-time jobs, waiting for my chance to move up in the system. I was actually a preschool teacher, and I was waiting for my own classroom. I was actually holding on to excess weight, about 15 to 20 pounds that I gained my freshman year of college. And now I was out of college and I couldn't shake the weight no matter what I tried. I was running every day. I was lifting weights. I was eating well as I thought at the time. I didn't really have the knowledge that I have today, but I thought I was doing fairly well. But it was more like a yo-yo process. It was lose 5, gain 5, lose 5, gain 5, or repeat. There was no ever real breakthrough in that regard. I found a chance the same way that you're being shown the same chance here tonight. And I took that chance. I lost my first 5 pounds that first month by only changing one thing. And that was adding in the 1 Shakeology a day. I didn't change my exercise at that point. I was just trying out the shakes for that first time. So I kept going. I ended up losing 20 pounds within a couple months. And I matched the income that I was making from my full-time job with just an extra 10 hours a week of work at that point. Today we've paid off nearly $40,000 in debt, and we've traveled around the world. My husband and I both work from home. We're expecting our firstborn in June, and maybe you thought, much like I did, that the cards were going to play out in your favor. But if they haven't, you're looking for a challenge, you're looking for a change, something more meaningful for your family, connect with Julia, lock arms with her, and you can both move forward. So Julia, I want to thank you for asking me to be on. Thank you for putting me in front of your people, because that takes an insane amount of trust on your part. So thank you. Thanks for bringing me on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lindsay. So I super appreciate you taking time to be here. Thank you very, very much. All right, you guys. So I'm just going to open up a quick question and answers. I know there's a lot of you who are on here tonight who I'm pretty much been talking to all day. So we may have gotten some of those out of the way already. But if you do, in fact, have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and unmute here and leave this text box open. And you're more than welcome to go ahead and start plugging away. Okay, does anybody have any questions at this point? Don't be shy. I see Billy smiling like. And you're more than welcome to type too. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this off. If I don't hear anything in the next couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and close it off by just saying to each and every one of you, Anna, Billy, Susan, Lindsay, Paloma, all of you guys, thank you so much for being here. Once again, I know all of you ladies are super busy. I know you've all got families, and it means a lot to me that you've taken this time out to be here and to share this with me. So I will be in touch with all of you guys. And if you are curious about some of these programs, next week, I am going to be having exactly a week from today, next Wednesday, a what is 21 day fix. You've heard about it. It's all over social media and you hear me talking about it constantly. So I'll be having a quick little webinar on a little bit more in depth of what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and just end this call, ladies. I will be hitting all of you up. Thank you once again so much for being here. And sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll be talking to you all tomorrow.